Surprise Fediverse corner. You didn't expect that.
Hit us with the Fediverse updates, David.
Bluesky has added verified check marks.
Wait, have they actually rolled it out?
Yeah.
I thought it was only to like
pop up on
It's
it.
rolling out, yeah.
I thought it was only for certain like organizations.
Well, that's
We'll
how
still
it's
roll
working
that,
in
yeah.
I
general.
guess, yeah.
So they are so okay. If you remember how verified badges used to work on Twitter before verified badges across the internet just became pay for play, it used to be on Twitter that you could apply for verification. People at Twitter would decide, is it important that your account is verified so that people know that you are the real person that is posting from this account and someone is not just impersonating you? Which, when it changed to pay for play, was very funny because many brands got impersonated by people and caused markets to dip, and that was really funny. It was quite.
It was. I'm not disagreeing with you.
So now Bluesky, after a long period of time, has started rolling out their own form of verification, which looks practically exactly the same. They did say that they had gone through many iterations of different things like different colors and different shapes, but they landed on the blue checkmark because it matches their brand identity. And they said they tested things like green, but that it looked horrible and did not really relate to the Bluesky brand like at all. So for a little backstory here, Bluesky wanted the actual form of verification that was going to work on Bluesky to just be domain name verification. And if you don't know, on Bluesky, there's a thing where if you own your own website, you can basically go into the DNS settings of your website and say, Bluesky, please use my website as my handle, which is the verifying portion of it. So then when people see your handle, they can see davidnoel.com and kubhd.com, and they know that you're the person that is posting because you own the website.
Right.
Clearly, that's not super scalable for, everybody on the internet because not a super high percentage of people even have their own website. Also,
no one has their own website.
Well, technically you're leasing it from the IANA or whatever, but
Well, yeah, but I just mean like we're not the normal people that would have our own websites.
yeah, very few people have their own website.
My
Yeah.
mom does not have a website.
Right.
I think it's also, in general, just scrolling through the app, harder to tell. Because display name still is bigger and bolder and easier to see. So something near there versus the handle part of it is more obvious.
Right. The handle is kind of there. So they decided, okay, we're officially going to roll this out. Now, the way that they are doing it is, number one, Bluesky themselves, which is Bluesky, the company, which is not the same as Bluesky, the public benefit company, which makes the AT protocol, because Bluesky, the company, makes Bluesky, the app. I know it's confusing. They are basically verifying important people that they deem important so that they can make sure that they don't get spoofed, right?
I haven't been hit up yet. So
Yeah.
flaw in the system.
I was just looking at my following page. The Onion has a verified check right now. The Verge has a verified check on my page right now.
Yeah.
There's a journalist I follow, a tech reporter from New York Times. She has a check.
Yeah.
I do not have a check. I don't think I've been impersonated yet, though.
Are you
that I've seen.
MKBHD?
Yeah.
Can you prove it?
No.
Yeah. Well, so there's a couple of ways that they're going about this. One, Bluesky, the company, is just verifying people, but they're also rolling out something called trusted verifiers. And the idea of this is like, okay, if you're the New York Times and you have a lot of reporters, and generally when they start verifying people, this is the same thing they did on Twitter. They start with journalists and politicians because those are the two types of people that spread news the most, the fastest. Sure. Twitter was also very dominated by journalists and politicians before it even got big. So what this does is they basically give an organization like the New York Times the ability to verify people on their team. So they say, okay, we verify the New York Times verifies their journalists. That sort of allows them to verify people much quicker. And so that's what they're doing right now. They surprisingly got a lot of pushback on this. A lot of people on Bluesky were not too happy about this. Many people said it creates a caste system of popularity.
Of lords and peasants.
Of lords and peasants, which is what Elon said he
Damn,
wanted
that's
to get
just
rid
the-
of when he made it pay for play.
Why can't we all just figure out the big problem on all social media is lords and peasants?
Yeah.
How will we solve it?
Yeah. So, okay. I talked to Bluesky a little bit last night about this because I was like interested in how this worked. Technically, the verification system is on protocol. It is on the AT protocol. So that means that if you start up another Bluesky-like application that uses the AT protocol, you can choose whether or not you want to show the verification, on your app or not.
Cool.
So part of the differentiating factor of an app that uses the AT protocol could be that they don't want to show verified badges. If people really are that against it, they can just use something else.
It is cool that it's like built into the protocol.
Yeah. It was interesting. Like Twitter used to have, they haven't said whether or not people with verified badges get like boosted algorithm reach. I don't think they do.
I would hope so. One of the main complaints I'm seeing here, and just to start, is like, please don't only put like verified stuff at the top of replies. And everything. Because then it feels like really only catered towards.
For sure. Like Twitter, I got really lucky in 2013 because someone randomly impersonated me and I put in like a complaint that was like this person's impersonating me, and then Twitter verified me. And in like 2013, that was like a big deal. So everything I ever posted had like much bigger reach because that was the case when you were verified on Twitter way back then. But that's not the case here, I don't think. So I don't know. I don't really see it as that big of a deal. But people don't want there to be a caste system, I guess.
Yeah, I think it makes sense on any social network where people are spreading information / news and representing themselves to have some sort of verification system.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are literally reacting to the fact that it looks so much like the Twitter
It
one
looks
that they hate,
exactly like it.
which is a blue check mark. I get it. But yeah, I think it's important to have this system, and the fact that it's built into the protocol is a good thing. So
Yeah.
I think it's a win.
I feel like the blue check mark has just outgrown Twitter. Like now it's also on Meta.
true.
It's like
Kinda everywhere.
hashtag. The
Yeah, but the
hashtag started
problem-
on Twitter, but now it's everywhere. It's
And the
just
problem is that it doesn't mean anything anymore because even Meta, it's just you pay for it and
Yeah.
that's it. On Twitter and Meta, you pay for it. And that's just,
YouTube has it also.
Yeah,
but you don't pay
Oh,
for
yeah.
that.
No, you don't pay for that. I'm still confused with the music badges, though. I feel like I see people with music badges so much more in comments lately,
I see that a lot too.
and I don't know what.
I think it just means you're like a verified artist on
Artist
YouTube.
page. Yeah.
that uploads to YouTube Music.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah. I think it's fine.
I think it's fine. I think it's don't make it pay to win.
Yeah. The one thing right now is like you can't request to be verified, and they are just kind of going through the people that they think are worth verifying. So I think it's pretty much, at least in this initial wave, just going to be politicians and journalists because they're
Probably.
verifying all the publications, and the publications verify their journalists.
Hank
So,
Green's verified.
Yeah.
yeah, well,
He's Hank Green though.
he's like one of
Hank
the
fucking
biggest
Green.
accounts on Bluesky,
Yeah.
so that would make sense. Okay, predictions for Crown and Clown of May.
Prediction: Crown.
Nintendo Switch 2.
The Crown is hitting that subscribe button that you're gonna do.
Wow.
That was good. That was good.
The crown is that we'll have
Yeah.
a million subscribers by the end of
End of
Ooh,
May?
wait a minute. We're close though, aren't we?
really?
No.
No.
What are we at? Almost half.
Almost
already?
500,000.
Almost 500,000. Okay, so the crown is going to be we're going to
Hit 1 million.
spike up to 500,000.
No, that's good enough for me.